Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let me ask you something right now. Have you ever noticed how a woman's entire energy shifts when she's around a man she's genuinely drawn to? The way her tone softens, the way her eyes can't quite hide the spark, even when she tries to play it cool. That subtle pull, that strange mix of tension and warmth, it's not in your head. When a woman finds a man attractive, her psychology changes in ways most men never realize. And if you've ever been confused about whether she's into you or just being nice, today you'll finally understand the difference. Before we go deep, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. It helps me reach more men who deserve to know the truth about female psychology. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at women's behavior the same way again. Now, here's what most men completely miss. Women are not always obvious about their attraction. Society trains them to be subtle, to hide it beneath layers of social grace, friendliness, and just being polite. But attraction leaks. No matter how hard she tries to suppress it, it shows through her nervous system. Her body gives it away before her words ever do. She'll mirror your movements without realizing it. If you lean in, she'll do the same. If you touch your jaw, she'll follow moments later. It's a subconscious sign of deep rapport, of her body sinking to yours. Her voice might drop slightly, becoming softer and more rhythmic, almost musical when she speaks to you. She'll hold eye contact just a little longer than necessary, but with a flicker of curiosity that feels like she's studying your soul. You might catch her fixing her hair or adjusting her posture the moment you walk into the room, not for vanity, but instinct. It's her body's way of saying, I hope he notices me. Even her laughter changes. Around other men, it's polite, predictable. But around you, it's fuller, unrestrained. It carries that involuntary release that attraction triggers, a need to connect. And yet, beneath all these cues lies something deeper. When a woman finds a man truly attractive, it's not just physical, it's psychological. She's drawn to the way you make her feel. She might feel nervous, but she doesn't want to leave. She might act calm, but her eyes tell on her. That's the paradox. Women rarely say they're attracted. They show it, quietly, instinctively, and in 1,000 small ways you were never taught to read. Here's where most men go wrong. They assume that when a woman likes them, she'll make it obvious. But that's not how attraction works in the female mind. For women, attraction is a test of safety and value before it's ever an open confession. When she's drawn to you, she won't announce it. She'll observe you. She'll study how you carry yourself when no one's watching. She'll test your calm, your confidence, and your sense of control without even realizing she's doing it. When a woman finds you attractive, she becomes hyper-aware of your presence. Her body language will betray that awareness. You might notice her lingering a bit longer in your space, finding excuses to stay near you. Maybe she teases you lightly or challenges you. She's not trying to reject you, she's trying to feel you out. That playful push and pull is her subconscious way of checking if you can handle her feminine energy without being intimidated or overly eager. She'll also notice the smallest things, how you treat the waiter, how you talk about people, how easily you handle tension. To her, attraction isn't about abs or money. It's about emotional gravity. If she feels like you could lead her emotionally, protect her peace, or match her intensity, her body reacts. It's primal. Her pupils dilate, her heart rate picks up, and her mind starts racing with curiosity she doesn't want to admit. You'll notice moments where she gets nervous around you, fumbling her words, laughing too much, or avoiding direct eye contact even though she wants to look. That's not disinterest, that's tension. Her brain is flooded with dopamine and adrenaline, and she's trying to regain control. Another subtle sign, she'll remember details. You mentioned something weeks ago, and suddenly she brings it up again. It's her way of showing emotional investment while keeping plausible deniability. Women don't waste memory on men they don't care about. And if you pay attention, you'll sense that slight shift in energy when you enter a room. She might straighten her posture, adjust her expression, or suddenly start engaging in conversation with someone else a bit louder, because she knows you're there. Attraction makes her self-conscious, but she'll disguise it with social moves designed to maintain control. That's the secret. Women balance attraction with defense. The more she's drawn to you, the more she tries to manage how obvious it looks. Her emotions are like a current she's trying to contain, and you, without realizing it, become the gravitational pull she's resisting but can't escape. Now let's go even deeper into her psychology. Because when a woman truly finds a man attractive, something fascinating happens inside her mind. Her logical brain begins to lose its authority, and her emotional brain quietly takes control. She starts to feel more than she thinks, and this shift changes everything about the way she acts, speaks, and even breathes around you. Her body becomes a translator for emotions she can't yet process. If she's normally composed, she may suddenly become clumsy, dropping things, forgetting what she was saying mid-sentence, or laughing at moments that aren't even that funny. That's her nervous system reacting to your energy. Her body knows before her mind catches up. This man affects me. You'll notice her start to mirror your emotional state. If you're calm and grounded, she relaxes. If you become confident and assertive, she gets drawn in deeper. Women subconsciously seek emotional resonance, the ability to feel in sync with a man. When she senses that alignment, attraction intensifies into connection. But here's where it gets tricky. Attraction also triggers fear. Not fear of you, but fear of losing control. She's afraid of how much power her feelings might give you. That's why you'll often see a mix of warmth and withdrawal, openness and retreat. One moment she's engaged, curious and smiling, and the next she pulls back, changes the subject or acts distant. It's not rejection, it's regulation. She's trying to protect her emotional safety. And that's why so many men misread signals. When she pulls away after being warm, you assume she's lost interest. But often it means the opposite. She's feeling too much, too fast. She's recalibrating, asking herself if it's safe to keep feeling this way around you. If you react with patience, if you stay emotionally steady while she rides that inner storm, something powerful happens. She begins to trust you, and trust amplifies attraction more than looks ever could. That's what separates the men she flirts with from the man she chooses. The man who can remain calm in the middle of her emotional chaos becomes irresistible, because to her nervous system, that calm isn't just confidence, it's safety. And for a woman, safety isn't the absence of danger, it's the presence of strength. When she finds both in you, she won't just act differently, she'll feel differently. Her guard lowers, her eyes soften, and suddenly, without a word, her entire being tells you what her lips never will. You're the man she's been waiting to feel safe wanting. Here's something most men never grasp. When a woman is truly attracted to you, she begins to reveal herself in fragments, not in words, but through micro-expressions, tone shifts, and emotional transparency she doesn't even mean to show. You start to notice that the version of her you see isn't the same one she shows everyone else. Around you, her guard thins, her humor softens, her eyes linger longer, but her defenses, those invisible walls, begin to tremble. She may talk more than usual, almost nervously filling the silence because deep down she doesn't want the moment to end. Or she might go quiet, so quiet that you can feel the emotion between you more than you hear it. That silence isn't awkward, it's loaded. She's feeling something she doesn't yet have language for. And yet, she'll try to disguise it. Women often hide attraction behind logic, by giving you practical advice, by acting friendly, or even teasing you about another woman. It's her way of pretending she's unaffected. But if you look closer, you'll see it. The flash of jealousy in her eyes, the quick change in breathing, the subtle tightening of her jaw. These are signs she's emotionally invested. The female mind processes attraction as both vulnerability and possibility. That's why she often tests your reactions. She'll mention another guy, not because she wants to make you jealous, but to see if you care. She's checking if your confidence cracks under pressure. Because a woman knows this truth intuitively. A man who stays composed in the face of competition is a man whose value runs deep. Another powerful sign, her empathy heightens around you. She'll notice if you seem tired, ask if you've eaten, or remember something small you said in passing. That's not just being nice, that's emotional attunement. When she's drawn to you, she starts investing her emotional energy in your well-being, subtly, quietly, but consistently. And the more you respond with grounded confidence, not neediness, not arrogance, just presence, the more her attraction deepens. Because women are not attracted to perfection. They're drawn to emotional consistency, to the man who can make her feel seen without being overwhelmed by her emotions. When you reach that level of connection, her body language changes completely. Her shoulders face you directly, her pupils stay wide. Her smile becomes real, not social, but intimate. Every word, every glance carries that unspoken message. I feel safe around you, and I don't know why. That's when attraction turns into something rarer, a silent bond. She may not confess it, but her energy does. Every time she looks at you, every time she catches herself thinking about you hours later, her heart whispers what her pride refuses to say: you're not like the rest. When a woman finds a man truly attractive, her attraction doesn't stay confined to moments. It begins to live inside her mind. She'll replay tiny interactions long after they're over. The way you looked at her, the calmness in your voice, the confidence in your silence. These moments become emotional imprints. They stir something ancient and instinctive in her. It's not lust alone. It's fascination. You've become psychologically rare. At first, she tries to rationalize it. She tells herself, I just like his energy, or he's easy to talk to. But beneath those excuses lies something deeper, emotional craving. She's not just drawn to your appearance, she's drawn to how you make her feel in her own skin. Around you, she feels more feminine, more alive, more understood. That's the essence of attraction for women. It's not visual, it's visceral. You'll notice this when her boundaries start to soften in subtle ways. Maybe she opens up about her fears or dreams without realizing she's being vulnerable. Maybe she starts sharing personal stories she rarely tells anyone. That's her subconscious signaling trust. She's allowing you to see her real self, not the social mask she wears for the world. And yet, there's always that inner battle between surrender and self-protection. Part of her wants to fall, to let go and see where the connection leads. But another part whispers caution, reminding her of past disappointments, of times she gave too much and got too little back. That's why women often send mixed signals when they're attracted. They're balancing desire with self-preservation. If you misinterpret this as disinterest and pull away too soon, she'll feel it deeply, but she won't chase. Women rarely chase men outright. They invite through emotion. They create space for you to step in. And if you don't, they retreat. Not because they stopped liking you, but because they fear being exposed. However, when you hold your ground, not chasing, not withdrawing, just staying centered, she senses your strength on a level beyond words. That's when attraction evolves into emotional gravity. You become the thought she can't shake, the calm she seeks after chaos, the man her intuition keeps circling back to. In that space, her admiration grows. She starts to see you not just as attractive, but important. Someone who affects her state of being without even trying. And that's the most potent form of attraction, when she realizes your presence changes her and she's powerless to explain why. When a woman is genuinely attracted to a man, the final transformation is almost invisible, but it's the most powerful of all. It's when attraction crosses from curiosity into emotional attachment. This is where she stops comparing you to others. She begins to see you as the emotional reference point, the man whose energy sets the tone for her mood, her thoughts, her day. She doesn't need constant communication to feel you. You start living in her subconscious, appearing in the quiet spaces of her mind when she least expects it. She'll catch herself smiling when she remembers something you said, or wondering what you're doing in random moments. That's how a woman's emotional system bonds. It builds a story around you. Every time you show calmness, depth, and direction, that story strengthens. You become not just someone she desires, but someone she respects. And that combination, respect tied to attraction, is the most dangerous chemistry there is. Because once a woman admires a man's emotional strength, she doesn't forget him. But here's the truth few men understand. Women are not drawn to perfect men. They're drawn to anchored men. Men who have emotional depth but don't drown in it. Men who can hold space for her chaos without losing their center. The moment she realizes you can do that, her body relaxes, her defenses fall, and she begins to choose you in silence. You'll notice her communication shift. She'll text you with more warmth, her tone becomes softer, her eyes linger longer when you talk. She doesn't have to tell you she's invested, you'll feel it. Her feminine energy becomes more open, receptive, nurturing. She starts giving without being asked. Little gestures, small details, subtle efforts to show she values you. It's her instinct to nurture what she doesn't want to lose. And that's the moment you understand real attraction. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, and it's never forced. It's quiet. It's in the way she looks at you across a crowded room, the way she laughs easier around you, the way she suddenly becomes softer, safer, more feminine in your presence. When a woman finds you truly attractive, it's not about what you say or do, it's about what you represent. Strength without arrogance, confidence without noise, warmth without weakness. That's the rare balance that awakens something ancient inside her, the instinct to trust, surrender, and follow. And if you can hold that space, firm but kind, grounded but alive, you'll never have to chase her attention again. Because attraction built on emotional gravity doesn't fade. It only grows deeper with time.